Hello and welcome to my Yu-Gi-Oh channel. So today we obviously are celebrating Halloween as well, so I thought I'd do a couple more of the cards forgotten in Yu-Gi-Oh history. Today we're also covering Pun Princess, the Princess of Ghosts. So since we covered the King of Ghosts, we might as well go with the Princess of Ghosts. This is a dark attribute zombie type level 3 with 900 attack and 1000 defense. Its effect is if this face-up card is destroyed while in a monster zone, you can place it face-up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell card, instead of sending it to the graveyard. When this card is treated as a continuous spell card by this effect, during each player's standby phase, place one pumpkin counter on this card. All monsters your opponent controls loses 100 attack and defense for each pumpkin counter on this card. So this card is a lot better than the original for a few reasons. First, it's level 3, no sacrifices needed. Even though its stats are basically half the original, everything is basically half. The effect, I would say, is double the effect of the original. B reasons. The first being, if you've managed to get multiple of these in your continuous, basically as a continuous spell card, that means that you can trigger the effects. You know, if you've got 3 of those on, that's 300 attack points reduction each and every turn, and that's yours and your opponent's turn. This works in a couple of different ways. If you remember back to Professor Viper, he was a guest lecturer for Sword Academy in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Season 3. Came along with Axel Brody, I think it was from West Academy. He used an archetype called Venom archetype, which basically the key card, the field spell, Venom Swamp. Any non-venom monsters attack points by 500 per counter they had like a venom counter, and these venom counters would generate each and every turn, so yours and your opponent, and if those monsters became 0 attack points as a result of it, they would instantly be destroyed. So if you were to pair these two techniques up, you could get those monsters down to very low attack points very easily. The other way it can be used is with another reptile based archetype called Reptilian, and they also specialize in basically, when your opponent attacks into them, usually they end up changing their attack points to 0, which means you're basically instant destruction. That's how viable this card is. Currently, it's not that good. I wish it was better, or wish they'd make a new version of it. I think it's a reliable card, but it was made too late to be that useful. I mean, if I check the set on it, it was, yeah, Shadow Spectres back in the 8th of November 2013. Wow. How the years have gone. 7 years ago almost. Brilliant card, and I love the design of it. I think it looks so good, and it doesn't look like a threat, but it is a threat. I just love that design. Whatever you think of it, please leave those comments down below. Would you ever consider using it in a deck? What style of deck would you use it for? If you've got any suggestions, you could always put a deck recipe down below if you want. Make sure to like the video, and thank you for watching it, and don't forget to subscribe.